Here are hard dollar numbers for the biggest cash flow control mechanisms hitting Black communities. These aren't vibes, these are published estimates. First, the wealth gap. The Federal Reserve reports the median white-black wealth gap reached over $220,000 in 2022. Another way to say it, the typical Black family had about $16 in wealth for every $100 held by the typical white family. Wealth is the shock absorber during emergencies. Without it, every disruption becomes a crisis. Next, housing devaluation, a direct wealth extraction from Black neighborhoods. Brookings found homes in majority Black neighborhoods are undervalued by about $48,000 on average, totaling $156 billion in cumulative lost value nationally. This means less borrowing power, inheritance, and business capital. Now let's look at the criminal legal system. The Brennan Center quantified lifetime earnings loss tied to criminal records. Formerly imprisoned Black individuals face an average lifetime earnings loss of $358,900, with an aggregate annual loss of $55.2 billion. Convictions without imprisonment add a $372.3 billion annual earnings loss, showing how policing and courts reduce lifetime wages. Then, municipal fines and fees. The Ferguson DOJ investigation revealed the city projected nearly $1 million more from fines and fees in 2015, paired with directives to intensify enforcement. This is pure cash flow coercion, forcing households to pay under threat of warrants or jail. Payday lending also acts as a measurable annual drain, heavily concentrated in Black and low-income areas. The Center for Responsible Lending estimated payday loans drained over $2.4 billion in fees in a single year, becoming a recurring tax when wages don't cover timing gaps. Lastly, civil asset forfeiture, where cash and property can be seized without a conviction. The Institute for Justice reports over $3 billion was forfeited in 2018, creating another cash flow choke point. To quantify these impacts locally, use simple multipliers for housing devaluation, incarceration earnings loss, and payday loan fees. The uncomfortable bottom line is, if you total the big three measurable drains, $156 billion in housing devaluation, $372.3 billion per year in earnings loss related to convictions and imprisonment, and $2.4 billion per year in payday fees, you're looking at a system continuously extracting or suppressing Black cash flow at scale, while blaming individuals for not building wealth.